Wladimir Klitschko has pulled out of his scheduled December 10th showdown with Lucas Browne, citing a calf injury. Now, the first question that people ask whenever a boxer pulls out of a fight with an injury is this a genuine injury? Or is this fighter using the injury as an excuse to get out of the fight for a different reason? Maybe he has another fight lined up, or maybe there's some type of situation behind the scenes which is not to his liking. Now, let's just deal with that first. What situations could not be to Vladimir's liking? Well, perhaps the WBA didn't approve his fight with Lucas Browne for their vacant belt. Perhaps they didn't approve that, but did approve the Joshua fight for the WBA belt. And maybe Klitschko don't want that fight. There are many people in boxing, and I'm talking about boxing people, actual boxers themselves, who believe that Wladimir Klitschko is spooked by Anthony Joshua at this point in time. And some people find that ridiculous. Some people say it's absurd. Joshua's just a puppy in the game. But I do also think that a lot of people underestimate how fragile Wladimir Klitschko's psyche is. He's a guy who is an on-top fighter. When things are going his way in the ring and in his career, he's happy. But when he faces adversity in the ring, this is a guy who loses confidence extremely quickly. I've covered this in many, many videos. So it wouldn't surprise me if Wladimir, coming off a loss to Tyson Fury at 40 or 41 years old with a year out the ring, doesn't fancy the Joshua fight next. He did spar 20 rounds with him, remember. The fact that Joshua was able to go 20 rounds with the champ when he was only about, 12-0 in sparring, that in itself is an achievement because Wladimir cleans a lot of people out in sparring. But who knows? I'm not saying that he is definitely afraid of Joshua at this point or don't want to take the Joshua fight at this point. I'm just throwing out possibilities here. Okay, for those people who are not convinced by Wladimir Klitschko's calf injury. So perhaps, as I say, it could be the WBA didn't approve the Lucas Browne fight, but did approve the Joshua fight. Or maybe they just didn't approve either fight. Perhaps that's the case as well. Or, instead, sorry. That could be a possible reason. Maybe it's the money situation with Lucas Browne, because Wladimir Klitschko apparently wanted like 80% of the money or 75% of the money to fight Lucas Browne. Perhaps the WBA were going to come in and say, look, no, that's not happening. It's going to be a 50-50 split. Maybe Wladimir wasn't happy with that. So he said, you know what, cancel the show. Let me pull out with an injury. Who knows? All right. Maybe some of you guys might have some suggestions if you think this is not a genuine injury and he's pulling out for some different reason. Please drop the suggestions in the comment section below. Now, of course, this could be a genuine injury. Although one of the reasons why some people are going to be skeptical is because of the fact that Wladimir has pulled out numerous times in the past with injuries. And in my opinion, some of them were dubious, very dubious, particularly the Derek Chisora pullouts. I thought that was extremely dubious, especially given the fact that he went on to fight David Haye very shortly afterwards, and he was pictured playing golf like a couple of weeks after this serious muscle tear in his groin, I believe it was, something like that. So I don't know. But anyway, injuries do happen in boxing. It's a very intense sport, both in the ring and more so in training. And when you're as old as Wladimir is, and you've got so much wear and tear on your body from all those training camps over the years, it is inevitable that you're going to pick up injuries. It's going to happen. There's no way getting around it. I know Wladimir has the best of the best and the best physiotherapy, and he's very careful in terms of his preparation, but still, particularly as you get older, you're going to start picking up some type of injuries here and there. So maybe it just is that, a genuine injury. We do remember that he pulled out of the first Tyson Fury fight before it eventually went ahead. Some people were dubious about that injury. Let me know what you think about this injury, people. Is it genuine or is it not? None of us know for sure. So let's not start acting in the comment section as though we know for certain. Yeah? Let's let's keep it speculative here. Let's not start insulting people who don't think the exact same thing that we think at the moment, because there's just not enough information out at the moment for us to make any type of serious assertion, unless you guys can enlighten me with some info that I am not aware of. Maybe the WBA have come out and said, well, actually, we weren't going to sanction Browne versus Klitschko. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Or maybe you think he's got a different fight lined up, a bigger fight for more money. Drop your comments in the comment section below and let me know how you feel about this situation, people. It's your boy Hartman, I'm out.